Do you like football, or did you ever watch like a football match? And I don't mean American football, I mean like UK football, soccer. Whatever you might answer to this question, we can surely both agree that football is deeply psychological. We feel ups and downs, we scream, and we are silent when watching this game. And the question is now, how can such a game turn us from normal human beings into screaming monsters, so to say, or into rioting masses? So let's take a look. Football triggers the dopaminergic system. We can see generally more activation in those systems that activate dopamine inducement in your brain when we watch positive football team moments, like for example having a nice play, having a good goal, or whatever. And this reaction somewhat mirrors tribal love, but more of a non-romantic attachment to the team here. And the higher our fanatism is, the more we love, so to say, the team, higher is the activation in our brain. Means the more we love our team, the better the goal is, the more dopamine is being induced in our brain. When we see our team win, eustress is being released. Eustress is, so to say, the sister of stress, and it's more of a positive arousal. And football or soccer can give an escape to the day-to-day life, or simply relax ourselves, but also hype ourselves up. When we see our team win, then we actually have higher self-esteem. So if you were ever to feel down, you can surely watch your favorite team best plays, goals, or generally wins in order to feel better about yourself as well. And it is a fact that we engage more with this game when we have more arousal, of course more dopamine. We see this with every other thing like substance abuse or watching videos or whatever. But also when our team is winning more, when we feel more dominant about the other side. So when our team is doing a good job, and generally more pleasure as well. We can say that we are the team. I mean, we are not playing, but you see, of course, fans screaming and yelling and acting as if they knew the game better than those that actually play it, or as if they could do the same moves as Ronaldo or something. So we are basically the team, and we see this collective phenomena when there are people in the stadiums and we watch football also at home. When we take the literature, for example, Le Bon's The Crowd, then we see that this phenomena, when the people are together, like the crowd, has this effect of de-individualization, where we are not just a single human being, we are part of the crowd, and this anonymity leads us to have less self-awareness and less priority on ourselves, but more of the crowd. We are not one single thinking individual, we are, so to say, the swarm intelligence. And then as a group, the fans are jumping and hyping their team up, hoping that they score, hoping that they win. We share all the same emotion. And this can either be rage, this can also be happiness, or generally hype. And when we share this emotion, it leads to ecstasy, where we are all bound together through this emotion into the crowd mind. And this can lead to unity when we have positive emotions, but also to potential aggression when we, as a group, have rage about our team or trying to attack the other side. To go back in time, then we had, of course, these tribes. I said this once before, and these tribes were basically a group of people that try to survive together. And fandom is nothing else than tribalism, where we try to belong to a certain group because they have the same interests as we. Back in time, the same interest was basically to survive, and when the tribe welcomed you, then you were part of it, then you all had the same interest of survival. And nowadays we, for example, like anime, or we like YouTube, and we try to get into these tribes, into these groups, because we have the same shared interest. I already named some effects that the game has on your brain, but let's take a more psychological look. When we watch games, then we boost our well-being when the team we watch wins. And if not, then we don't really boost our well-being. But if it wins, then we boost our well-being because of the eustress. I already explained it. It could also be because of this tribalism, that you have a certain friend group that you watch these games with, and then you have reduced isolation and more shared empathy, because you try to be together with these people watching the game in peace and in commonality. But it can also be on the other side that you have more induced stress and generally tension, because the other team wins, because there are people that try to fight with you all in the stadium. I mean, there are so many rivalries between these football clubs, and I mean, is it really necessary? I don't think so, but it's certainly part of the game, or at least it seems so. And this can really lead to contagion. And when we have contagion, where one person suddenly starts to fight against the other person of the other team, like the fan blocks, and suddenly everybody is fighting, then we speak of riots and hooliganism, where it's less a battle on the field, where those two teams, these 22 men or women, are playing football against each other. Then it's more of a tribe fight, where it's basically the tribes that try to fight against each other, and the best one is the one that survives better. But in this sense, it's just a clash of interests. I mean, they have the same interests. They all love football. They just support different clubs. And there's then this rivalry, trying to see who survives better, which club might be better. When we take a look at it once again historically, then we saw that certain games, for example, back the gladiator games in Rome, were just a distraction for the people to, of course, make them question less about the political system around them, about the system they are working in, to keep them satisfied, happy, and not questioning much. And I would say that this is still the case. But whatever, if you enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. Follow my Patreon. I'm going to post a more in-depth article on this whole thing, and then we'll see each other once again in the next video.